Ready to serve. Yes, my liege.
A spell has been cast. The enemy hero is casting a spell. The enemy has cast a spell. The enemy hero is casting a spell.
Fire!
spell was cast. A spell was cast. Your unit is going to die. The enemy has cast a spell. Your men are going to die. Your unit is going to die.
Fire!
Your soldiers are going to die. The enemy has cast a spell.
You are right, my lord, and it would be foolish to think that Merlin's disappearance had nothing to do with a catastrophe. After all, the wizard disappeared right before the murderous attempt on your father's life. And I do urge you to keep on looking for him. But it is time to consider using his arcane legacy for the greater good.
The Druidic Order of the Wanderers has come to you with a request. They sent a few druids to one of their sacred groves that had been devastated by the Fomorian taint. They attempted to purify the grove, but they disappeared, and the Order doesn't have the resources to risk an investigation into the matter. They ask for your help. The mysterious healer you seek.
Yes, my liege. On my way.
The mysterious healer you seek has already continued his journey to the forsaken land of Mercia to help the survivors of the recent plague. You must travel to Mercia to find him before it's too late. You head out to East Mercia to catch up with the healer. He's looking for ancient wisdom in the region most plagued by the Fomorians. Although the task is far from easy, finally you find the mysterious man. But he refuses to go with you, saying he still has research to do. The method is simple. Suspects have to spend a night on holy ground. Either Christian churches or druids' groves will do, as those possessed cannot bear the purity of life and faith. The problem is that the first thing the Fomorians did was desecrate the monastery's chapel. It's a Christian kingdom, so it's not easy to locate a druid, but after a while you succeed. The Fomorian taint defiled the hidden groves. We are too weak to counter that. We sent word to the archdruids, but have got no answer yet. You have to ask the Christmongers to help you. The healer tells you that there's an order of Saxon monk knights in the area who have the power to consecrate a church, the champions of Beowulf, but they're ruthless and zealous and often slaughter entire villages without even trying to save the innocent. A band of the champions are hunting Fomorians in the area right now. You take your men and ride out to meet them. the Saxon company is small, but has a grim splendor. You see they are indeed sacred warriors of Christ, and also that they don't trust or even respect you at first. The leader of the Saxon knights listens intently.
I know it'd be useful to tell the innocent apart, though I'd rather err on the side of killing, and thus save their souls from the Fomorians than let one cursed demon slip. But let it be, we will help.
You lead the champions of Beowulf back to the village. They're a grim lot, but you're not in a jolly mood either. The healer, on the other hand, starts to hum happily when he sees them and explains to them what he needs. The knights obey him stony-faced and without a word. The healer greets the villagers and tells them of his discovery and how it will help them. Sir Dunstan, the leader of the Saxon warband, frowns at this, and you see that his knights draw a perimeter around the villagers. They are few, but look agile and determined.
If I were a possessed man,
He says, hefting his sword,
and the healer told me there's a way to find me out, I'd make a run for it. The others don't have to fear this trial, so we cut down those who run and spare them the agony of the trial and later the plague.
When the healers finished speaking, the villagers full of uncertainty mill around. Some of them are eyeing Sir Dunstan's knights. All of a sudden, one villager whips out a dagger, and others draw weapons too. "We can fight our way out!" the first one screams. The villagers are stunned by the massacre, though they understand the fleeing men were already possessed by the Fomorians. Just as you prepare to strike camp, Sir Dunstan comes over and says he'd prefer you and your men spent the night inside the monastery too. The monastery is overcrowded and the villagers are clearly afraid of the Saxons. But the fact that you and your men are in there too seems to cheer them up a little. The healer tries to lighten the mood with songs and tales, but you expect to pass a miserable night there. Come morning, about a dozen people lie moaning or unconscious on the floor, but Sir Dunstan says at least a dozen more tried to sneak out at night, citing different lies. They killed them all, but the majority of the village and all your men appear to be unpossessed. The possessed are dispatched and their bodies burned, and by mid-morning the champions of Beowulf are gone as well. You wait for the healer to say his goodbyes and pack his books, and then you head back to Bedigrain, where Arthur lies wounded.
On my way.
the enemy started to capture one of your locations. Weather conditions changed. Enemy units have captured a location. Weather conditions changed. The enemy started to capture one of your locations. a spell was cast. Weather conditions changed.
The battle against the Fomorians has been dragging on for a while now, seemingly without end. While your warriors slay the Fomorians by the hundreds, you can't keep up with your enemies. You must aim straight for the heart of the beast. Now we know where they are coming from, so we must destroy their nest.
Yes, my lord.